Now, see, you guys always get me talking about food right near the end of a stream when I'm kind of peak hungry. What about beans? Beans are good. There's not a lot of burgers I don't. Oh, wait, fast food Stunlock. Guys, guess what I had yesterday? Not yesterday, 2 days ago. I was at the Mall of America, or MOA, or MOA, as they call it up here. And I went to, for the first time in my life, I went to Shake Shack. Went to Shake Shack. I've never been, heard a lot of things about it. And I have some thoughts. And I went very basic. I went very, very basic at Shake Shack. Regular cheeseburger, order of fries. Nothing crazy. Not a double, not a triple, just a single. Let me tell you right now. Elite fries. However, the burger was okay. Nothing crazy. But the fries were, I like crinkle cut. Big fan of crinkle cut fries, especially at a fast food joint. But they were piping hot, fresh. They were crispy. They were great fries for fast food place. And I just went regular. I didn't do anything crazy. I just didn't do anything off menu. The burger was okay. I'm not going to say it was life-changing or anything. I would say a Culver's burger is better. But the fries were very, very good. And they get a lot of points there for fries. I didn't go anywhere else on the menu, though. We're strictly just talking burger fries. And I've heard a lot about the milkshakes. Obviously, it's Shake Shack, right? So, yeah, they got a dessert menu. It's always a plus, I think, when a fast food place has a really killer dessert menu, like a Culver's. Maybe I'd have to go a few more times, explore the menu before I could go, all right, dethrones Culver's for me. Let's get controversial here. Let's get really controversial here. I'm a tier list streamer now. So, what does it go? The best? No. We gotta change these up. We gotta customize these a little bit. The best would be can eat daily. B would be something more like won't complain. Specific items only. D would be pass. Only if no other option. F would be complete pass. And then, never had. A&W has an okay burger. It's been a long time, but the last time I had A&W, I don't know, it's kind of a weird restaurant. A&W, there's not that many. A lot of times they're combined with a KFC, I believe. But of the times I've had it, I don't think it's that terrible. Arby's is a complete pass for me. I know it has its cult fan base. There are people that fuck with Arby's. I don't really see it. Baja Fresh, I've never had it. Blimpie. I've been to a burger place in Ann Arbor, Michigan called Blimpie's. That was a burger place, not a sub shop. Bojangles, I have also never had it. Boston Market, I remember the commercials. I've never even had it, but I'm putting it in complete pass. It just feels like a vibes thing where Boston Market should be in the complete pass range. Burger King. My dad has told me that Burger King is he's like every now and then, and no, I'm just not there. I'm not there. I've had it enough times to where I could comfortably say it's a complete pass for me. However, Burger King is the only one on this entire list that will occasionally just say, you know what, fuck it, $1 for 25 nuggets. And I think that that has to put it at least in the same tier as A&W. Just because like they're so desperate that they will give out crazy, crazy deals. And I gotta give them a point for accessibility. Cane's, I wouldn't complain. I'm not complaining about Cane's. You could say specific items only for Cane's because it literally has specific items only. We'll see how the rest of the list shapes out. But we may drop Cane's down depending on how this second tier list plays out. It's definitely not something I could eat daily because it's limited. Carl's Jr., which I believe is the same as Hardee's, I would put in the same, this is gonna piss people off, putting it in the same tier as Burger King. I haven't had it enough. I've definitely had it, and I wouldn't say it's bad. But again, I'm probably only stopping in there if there's no other options. Checkers. Checkers is for sure above all of these three because their fries are really fucking good, but their fries kind of carry. They've got those bubbly, crispy orange fries, and I just love them. And they also give you a crazy amount of them. Everything else on their menu is mid to okay. So I think I would put this in specific items only. Like, I love their fries, and anything else that gets added on top of that is simply because I'm just hungry or drunk. Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A is good. It's very good. Could I eat it daily? Probably not. Honest to God, there's only like one in here that I think I could eat daily, and we're just gonna get ahead of the curve right now and put Culver's up here as something that I genuinely think I could eat at Culver's every single day. Would it be good for me? No. Would I turn into a shell of the human that I once was before? Absolutely. Would I be a massive detriment to my own health and put myself under the grave 10 to 15 years sooner? Yes, but I would die happy. Chipotle is absolutely, I feel like given the competition, it should be in the top tier for me. I love Chipotle. I've had some bad Chipotle before, but I've also had a pretty consistent good experience with Chipotle. It doesn't have the variety of a can eat daily like Culver's, but I also think for me, it's gotta be above Cane's. I think so. Prefer Qdoba to Chipotle? A lot of people say that, and I just don't know how much I believe it. I almost feel like people are saying that to try and like be a bit different and pick like the alternative to Chipotle. But maybe I'm missing something. I don't think I've ever had Qdoba and been like, wow. Compared to every Chipotle experience I've had, so much better. I've had Qdoba before, but it just wasn't memorable. It wasn't memorable enough for me to go, yep, I don't remember Chipotle at all. Church's Chicken. I've heard of Church's, but I've never been. Cookout. I've also never been. Del Taco. I have been one time, and I don't remember it all that well. I feel like it's better, though. I feel like it's better than I would be ranking it here. But I have had it. I'm going to give it some points and at least put it on the board. And maybe I remember liking it. So let's go in this order here. Let's put Del Taco at the top of this tier. Denny's. No fucking way. We also have Denny's on here. Okay, we're gonna need another rank in the tier list, in my opinion. Okay, so we'll go won't complain, but we've got to add a row in here. Won't complain. Will enjoy mightily. And I think that's where Chipotle should land. And I think the Chick-fil-A could also slot in right up here. This feels a bit more representative of my feelings. Oh God, I've never heard of like 70% of these chains. American moment, I've heard of pretty much all of them to some degree. Denny's is an interesting one. It's more fast casual, and this... Look, if a place offers pancakes and they're passable, I'm gonna like them. I'm gonna be able to eat them. I will enjoy them. If I'm stopping at a Denny's, yes, I'm probably desperate. I'm also 21 years old and we just finished like a night shift at the bar I used to work at. So we're probably going there at 2 a.m. if it's a 24/7 Denny's. But I'm getting myself some pancakes and I guarantee they're gonna fucking smack. Like the pancakes, waffles, the sweets, those are gonna be decent. So I'm bringing Denny's up. Everyone's gonna hate on Denny's though. Ever since that one video came out of the rock band, "What the fuck is up, Denny's?" Ever since that came out, I feel like it did a lot of damage to the perception that people have of Denny's. Right, just look at it. Come on. I feel like Denny's has had a lot of negative press. Domino's is an interesting one. I think it is by far the best chain pizza place in the United States of America. It is. I mean, Pizza Hut? No. Little Caesars? I've got something to say about Little Caesars when it's time come. Papa John's? No. No, I mean, of those, Domino's is the best. A few years ago, they changed up the formula. They started seasoning the crust more. You can customize. You can find some really solid pizzas. And Domino's, low-key, has a pretty solid dessert menu. If you go off grid though, if you start wandering into like the sandwich territory or pasta, I don't think you want to end up there. It's kind of like a minefield if you really go off grid. But if you start getting crazy with it at Domino's, then it might come down to a lower tier for you. I don't know anybody who's just getting Domino's pasta on the regular. They exist. They wouldn't sell pasta if there weren't people that did it. Dairy Queen. Feels like the perfect fit for specific items only, because whenever they decide to attach a grill and chill to it, and I've gotten it a few times. I've gotten the grill and chill, or, you know, the burger, the chicken fingers. Not good. Not bad. Like, I wouldn't complain when it comes to that portion of the menu. But what they do right, they do really, really well. And that's Sweet Treat. That's hitting the drive-thru. That's getting a Blizzard. That's saying I'm flip it upside down. They've got seasonal treats. They've got a lot of DQ that I think takes it a step above Denny's. 100%. It's better ice cream than Denny's has pancakes. Which makes me question a little bit of Domino's placement, maybe even Raising Cane's. But I think when it comes to the main offering, these are both solid, and Dairy Queen is a bit niche. If it's stuck and it's focused on ice cream, I struggle raising it up into the top tier. But credit where it's due, Dairy Queen has a role to play on the field, and they do a pretty good job at it. El Pollo Loco, can't say I've had it, have heard of it. Firehouse Subs, I've also never had it, and I don't even know if they're still in business. Are they? DQ fries are also really good. I could not disagree more. When you stack it up against the competition here, no. I mean, I would go Carl's Jr. or A&W fries before DQ. I would go Arby's fries for sure. Like, Arby's fries are good, but that's the only thing Arby's has that makes me go, maybe a milkshake. For the memes as well, like, Arby's, I feel like Arby's is kind of catching a bad rap here. Now that I look at this, I'm starting to feel bad for some of them. I'm starting to look at some of them like, you know, if I'm on a 6-hour road trip, I'd probably be okay stopping at any of these. Okay, Five Guys is a tough one. I've had Five Guys enough times in my life to where I can confidently say, given the price, it's so unbelievably overrated. And I think that's not even a hot take anymore. That's like a lukewarm, everyone has that take, that Five Guys is overpriced and overrated. And it is so grotesquely overpriced. Kind of for the same reason why we look at a place like Denny's or Burger King and we reward them for accessibility. We have to punish Five Guys mightily for its inaccessibility. And so Five Guys, I think, is going to find itself severely punished by the balancing that we have here. And we're going to bring it way down. IHOP, I'm going to put on one level higher than Denny's. These are like neck and neck, but I'm going to give it to IHOP. I think they do a slightly better job at the off-breakfast menu. In-N-Out. I think I do. If Cane's is going to be up here, I think I have to put In-N-Out just above Cane's for very similar reasons. Cane's, chicken, sauce, great. They've got their role. They play it very, very well. In-N-Out, I don't like the fries at all. The burger might be my favorite individual fast food burger. So I'm not complaining, and I even might enjoy it mightily, some would say, despite the fries. Despite the fries kind of being a disaster. Jack in the Box. Can't say I've had it, sadly. We're starting to get to some good ones here. We're starting to get to some really, really good ones here. Jersey Mike's is up there for me. Really enjoy Jersey Mike's. I don't know if I would put it above these three. I like it, but I think I like the other three a bit more. Now it just comes down to kind of personal taste here. Jimmy John's. I need everybody to listen to me here. All right? This is my lived experience. Okay, this is my story. This is me giving you lore. I worked at Jimmy John's in high school. I was a delivery driver. I got fired from Jimmy John's because I skipped work one day. It was release day of Grand Theft Auto 5. That is the best firing reason I think I could ever come up with. I was a senior in high school and Grand Theft Auto 5 came out. I don't give a fuck that the schedule changed. I am not coming in today. And so I was fired. Or as my boss at the time told me when he took me into the back room, terminated. I was 18 years old and I just was told, we're going to have to terminate you. And I felt so cool. Then I went to college. Actually, I'm sorry. Then that summer, one of the drivers ran out of the store, pissed off. And so the owner of the store came to my front doorstep and said, hey, what are you doing for work this summer? And I said, I am working the concession stand at a water park. Let me tell you something. Working the concession stand at a water park is fucking miserable. Hey, listen to me. If you are watching this stream and you're considering, oh yeah, you know, it'll be a nice, easy job. I'll work the concession stand at the water park. How hard can it be? It's just cooking shitty fries and making shitty nachos, which that is a part of it. But let me tell you, it gets like up to 90 degrees in there. It's awful. It's terrible. I think I was making like $8 an hour. I was making minimum wage at the time. 6-hour day in the sweltering heat. I got yelled at because I wanted to put in headphones one day and just sweep. Terrible. And so the owner of Jimmy John's came to my front doorstep and he said, hey, what are you doing this summer? We just had a driver quit on us. Do you want to come back? And I immediately called my manager at the water park and said I quit. And I told this guy I'll start tomorrow. Then in college, I work at Jimmy John's again. In shop, as a delivery guy. I was biking. I was a biker back then. And I could confidently say, just because I've done it, that I can eat Jimmy John's every day of the week. Every fucking day of the week. And not look back. A lot of people would suggest, oh, I would get sick of having it every single day. Nope. I never did. I can eat Jimmy John's every single day. I could order it right now. I kind of want some Jimmy John's. I remember how to make all the sandwiches. Let me run you through a quiz right now. Number 1 is the, shit, I forgot the name of it, but it's a ham, cheese, lettuce, tomato, mayo. It's a number 1. It's a sub, so you take the guts out. Number 2 is roast beef. No cheese. Ham is the only one of the individual numbered. Number 1 and number 5, those are the only ones that actually start with cheese. Number 1, ham, cheese, lettuce, tomato, mayo. Number 2 is roast beef, mayo, tomato, lettuce. Number 3 is the tuna, which is a scoop of tuna. I don't believe that it actually gets mayo inside of the sandwich. It's the tuna mix, which has mayo in it, so we don't mayo that sandwich. Again, like the others, you scoop it out. Number 4 is a turkey tom. That is turkey, lettuce, tomato, mayo. A lot of people ask for cheese on that. A lot of times the store will directly offer you, do you want cheese with that? Number 5 is the Vito, which is the capicola salami hybrid. That's the Vito. You can get those individual if you want. That one does come with cheese. That is the Vito, cheese, lettuce, tomato, not mayo. That one comes with oil and vin. I can keep going. I can keep going through that Jimmy John's menu all day long, but I won't. Jollibee, never had it. Heard a lot about it. KFC. I think KFC has to be above this row. And I think it's got to be fairly low here. Like, I'm trying to remember the last time I had KFC, it was gas. You're at a football tailgate and someone pulls out KFC, and you're drinking a little bit. I ain't complaining. I'm not complaining if KFC gets pulled out. But it can't be higher than Domino's because I feel like your food poisoning chance with KFC is a bit higher than the others. Little Caesars is interesting. So, Little Caesars, like we've rewarded Burger King and like we've punished Five Guys, Little Caesars needs to be rewarded for how accessible and how cheap it is and how much you're able to get on a budget. Like, Little Caesars, I think, is the quintessential, a family that is maybe starting to save up. Maybe they've just kind of gotten past paycheck to paycheck and they want to have a family pizza night. They got kids. Little Caesars is a perfect option for that, especially if you want to get a little bit more. And so we reward Little Caesars. I don't think it's personally better than Domino's, but I think I have to reward it for accessibility here. I got to give it extra points. Little Caesars, yes. See, like, everybody just assumes, they go, oh, Little Caesars, gross. Little Caesars has afforded the number of, like, schools, grade schools and high schools and sports teams and parties, birthday parties, graduation, whatever the fuck it is, the amount of, like, happiness that Little Caesars has offered is significantly higher than, like, any other pizza place. So I'm giving Little Caesars extra points for it. Long John Silver's, complete pass. I'm not even going to contemplate going into Long John Silver's. Fast food and fish, it's a pass. I can't. You should already feel bad, right? The only ones on here that you shouldn't feel that awful about, like, getting You shouldn't have post fast food clarity with any of these. Like maybe Jimmy John's if you don't go crazy, Chipotle if you don't go crazy. Long John Silver's is the apex of that. It is the maximum. If I just got done downing some fast food fish and chips, the level of regret that I will feel is comparable to making my mother cry. McDonald's. McDonald's is our audacious inflation king that really, really kind of took the piss the last couple years with their prices. Like, you're McDonald's. Stay in your fucking lane. I like you. You do your job well, but they've gotten a little crazy. What is happening? Oh my god. McDonald's higher than Burger King for sure. I'm not gonna complain, but we are gonna punish McDonald's for their actions in this last year. And it has, I mean, unfortunately, I still can't put it below Little Caesars. There's just no way. We're gonna knock Little Caesars down below Cane's. McDonald's would be up here if it wasn't for getting a little crazy this last year. Yeah, I can't support you anymore, man. Hungover McDonald's, man, it's crazy good. Noodles and Company. Specific items only. Noodles is kind of solid, but you're gonna get a range of mid to just not that enjoyable. The sudden unsub count is gonna be crazy. What? Just because we're talking about fast food? They do a lot of stuff for charity too. Whoa, whoa, whoa. McDonald's should not be that high. I know, I want the original snack wrap back. Noodles and Company is depressing. Noodles and Company is like a bowl of slop. It's fairly good slop, depending on what you get. You get like the buffalo chicken mac. But I'm only getting a specific item here. And I'm going to put it a little bit above Checkers. I love their fries, but Noodles is at least, when it comes to the specific item I'm getting, it's at least a noodle. And I think we're going to go a little bit above the others, right behind DQ, because DQ does ice cream way better than Noodles does noodles. Panda Express. I've only ever had Panda Express a handful of times in my life. I can confidently say I've only ever gotten it really, really high, and if no other options were available, but it went hard. It was good. Because I remember my experience with it more than Del Taco, we bring Del Taco down one rank. Panera Bread, the quintessential hospital food. Specific items only, and I'm going to put this at the bottom of the specific items tier list. Panera Bread is 100% hospital food. That's a very apt description. However, they've got some bagels. The Cinnamon Crunch Bagel at Panera, crazy. If you've never had a Cinnamon Crunch Bagel from Panera, you owe it to yourself. Phenomenal bagel. Their scones, I like their scones. They got some good cookies. Like they have that portion kind of locked down. I'm being so generous. Am I? I mean, maybe. I don't know. I feel like I'm going, I'm firing from the hip here. God, we got some. Okay, we're getting kind of towards the end, and I'm just gonna clear out some of these that I know I've never had. Skyline Chili. Sheets, never had that. Schlotzsky's, I think I've heard of that. Roy Rogers, no, never heard of it. Wiener Schnitzel, no. Swenson's, never heard of it. Zaxby's, I've heard good things about Zaxby's, but I've never had it. Everything else on here I have had. But now we've got Papa John's. And Papa John's for me is hard. I think it is marginally better in taste than Little Caesars. I think it also has filled a role in terms of bringing happiness to parties and is a little bit accessible. They have his face scribbled out. I just noticed that. They've had some controversy. I'm gonna go specific items only here and place Papa John's below. And let's use the Papa John's quotient to divide IHOP and Denny's and create some separation here in this group. I think there's like maybe one or two pizzas at Papa John's I got in college that were pretty good. I think I was a fan of it was like a Philly cheese pizza. It was pretty good. Very sloppy, but eh. Papa John's sauce is like 30% sugar. I haven't had it in a while. I'd have to know. Pizza Hut is trash. Pizza Hut's garbage. I'm sorry. I'm going to be harsh on Pizza Hut. It's a complete pass for me. It's the worst pizza chain in America. It's also been a very, very long time since I've had it. Maybe they've gone through some kind of crust revolution like Domino's did. Maybe they've reworked their stuff. Now, I like this. Popeyes. I will enjoy it mightily. And I will enjoy it more than Jersey Mike's. I will enjoy it more than In-N-Out. I will enjoy Popeyes. They got the chicken sandwich. I think it's pretty good. I like their little crispy tenders. I like their fries. They've got mashed potatoes. They've got sides. They got sweet tea. If I'm really pigging out, I will enjoy Popeyes mightily. Portillo's. I will enjoy more than everything else on this list. I don't know if I could eat it daily, but Portillo's is the top tier of this for me. Portillo's is so fucking good. It's great. They've got dessert, they've got burgers, they got beef. You can get a hot dog and it's gonna be pretty good. It's all vaguely Chicago scented, right? It's not like Chicago food, but it has an air of, you know, Chicago across the menu. And I love Portillo's. I will not complain. And I will, in fact, very much enjoy it. I think their spicy beef, you get that spicy jardinere on there. There's nothing like it. Portillo's is way overrated. People say that, and I just can't agree. I can't. It's not overrated. Portillo's is fucking awesome. Like, I'm sorry, I'll fight you on that. I had a Potbelly not long ago, and I thought it was really fucking good. I ain't complaining. I haven't had it enough though, so I'm gonna put it at the bottom of this list. I'm not gonna complain. Qdoba's a tough one because it's been so long. It's similar enough to Chipotle where I will enjoy it mightily. Quiznos, I believe, is completely out of business. Complete pass. They also just had a terrible marketing campaign. I remember those commercials, and I just remember never being convinced by them once that I need to have Quiznos. And that's when commercials during football games were very influential. I've never had Sbarro. I just had Shake Shack for the first time. And we're gonna give it some good points here and put it in the won't complain tier. The fries are incredible. I haven't had enough of it. The burger was solid. Better burger than McDonald's for sure. I just don't know about the variety yet. I can explore, and Shake Shack in a future endeavor could climb the ranks. Sonic is gonna be a specific items only thing for me. I just haven't had this one enough either, but I've had like I've had like a slushie, I think, from Sonic that I remember being pretty good. I can't place it above these others. I'm sorry. I know there's going to be some Sonic fans. Loud Car Guy Vroom. Don't remind me of Loud Car Guy. Now, Steak and Shake here. This is an important one. Steak and Shake. When I was in high school, this was the quintessential. We're bored. We don't know what to do. Steak and Shake is open past midnight. Let's go here. And Steak and Shake does serve a very, very specific market. I'm not going to complain. I like their fries. I like their burgers. I like their shakes. It's very simple. It's very easy. It's nothing flashy. It's nothing in your face. It's going to get the job done. I think Steak and Shake is an underrated, consistent, and accessible player. But I'm not going top tier with it. All right, time to get controversial. So, Subway. A lot of people hate it. Subway's been getting a lot of shit. I went to Subway. I've gone twice in the last 2 months. Okay? And I don't know what's going on or what they did, but the Hot Shot Italiano, it works for me. It works for me. It's specific items only. And honestly, I think Potbelly needs to land in this realm as well. This makes more sense to me. This feels right. I've only had Potbelly like the one time. But Subway recently, maybe it falls off again if I have a bad sandwich. But the last two have been pretty good. I'm not complaining. Subway got rid of their Swiss cheese. Screw that. I don't know, maybe it's just because Swiss cheese is not a very popular cheese option at a fast food joint. Taco Bell. Some heavy hitters in here. Now, I know some people are going to say, Taco Bell is trash. Taco Bell sucks. Oh, dude, Taco Bell is gross. Taco Bell is not gross. You are. I will enjoy it mightily. I know what I'm getting into when I sign up for Taco Bell. I know what I'm getting into with Taco Bell. I'm getting bombarded with text messages telling me that I'm crazy right now for these picks. Taco Bell, it's garbage for the soul, but it's good garbage. I'm a trash compactor, baby. Give it to me. Waffle House. I can't say I've had it. I think I have had it, but it doesn't stick with me like IHOP does, or it doesn't stick with me like IHOP or Denny's. Wendy's I will enjoy mightily. Wendy's I like better than Chick-fil-A. Don't think I would put it above Chipotle right now. But Wendy's has to slot up into the top 5, for sure. Wendy's is great. Their fries are ass. I'm not a big fan of Wendy's fries. I think everything else on Wendy's menu, though, they kind of knock out of the park. And they keep it relatively affordable. Whataburger's a weird one. I used to love it. The first few times I absolutely adored it, and I thought it was the greatest fast food I've ever had in my life. I'm not complaining. It can't go above McDonald's. Not for me. McDonald's is actually, we are punishing McDonald's because of the last like 2 years. We are punishing McDonald's. But I do like Whataburger. I like their fries. I like their burgers. I like that they're not afraid to engage with pickles. White Castle. I'm not complaining. I'm not. When I was at a bachelor party in Vegas a couple years ago, and we had a bus that took the whole party to downtown Old Vegas. I think that's what it's called. And on the bus ride back, with the dad of the soon-to-be groom, we walked into a White Castle that was on the corner, and we loaded up 2 suitcases of sliders from White Castle and brought them onto the bus full of hungry men. and we tore through 2 entire suitcases of White Castle sliders. So I'm not complaining. If somebody shows up with that, or with the let's go back to Taco Bell actually and bring them into the fold. I didn't even get to mention the Taco 12 pack at Taco Bell. I don't think that there has ever been a more accurate and a more effective marketing campaign than the Taco 12 pack. Like, let me look up a commercial real quick of the Taco 12 pack. No, this is a guy. They're all challenge videos. They're all mukbang. Okay, so this commercial. This is the actual reaction. This is real life. If you bring a Taco 12 pack to a party, everyone's going nuts. This is real. It's accurate. If you're at a party with people, you're cocktailing, everyone's having a good time, and you show up fashionably late with multiple Taco 12 packs, everyone's going nuts. It's a real thing. Brilliant marketing. Because everyone thinks of the commercial and gets excited, but then they also realize, holy shit, tacos! And I'm kind of, tipsy right now. I'm gonna give Taco Bell a few more points, simply for the Taco 12 pack. Nah, 12 pack ain't enough for a party. That's why you bring multiple Taco 12 packs. Last on the list is Wingstop. Wingstop I will mightily enjoy. Let's put it just under Popeyes, because I have a lot more experience with Popeyes. But I like it. So for me, the only two that are in my... Oh, wait. I wasn't sharing. Bad streamer. I'm putting Wingstop right here. But in the food I could probably eat daily and survive on until I died, Culver's and Jimmy John's. Jimmy John's is the most limited, for sure. Based on my lived experience, I gotta go with that. Portillo's, Chipotle, Wendy's, Chick-fil-A, Popeyes, Wingstop, Taco Bell, In-N-Out, Jersey Mike's, Qdoba. Fairly, yeah, I like that. I almost want to drop Qdoba out of this tier, though. I'm taking this too seriously. McDonald's, Whataburger, Shake Shack, Cane's, Little Caesars, Domino's. Yeah, this feels like a good kind of tier 2. These two you could combine as like my tier 1. We just want to reward these two for what they have given me in my life and all of the happiness they've provided. Here's where we kind of fall into tier 3, tier 4, kind of in this realm. Damn, Five Guys really got punished. Just because of how overpriced it is, we put Five Guys in the lowest available. I would eat that option. If we're going straight taste, Five Guys is probably more up here, but we're taking multiple things into account here. So there you go. I wasn't planning on doing a fast food tier list today. I don't know how we really got here. I said we would chill and yap for a little bit.